Hi everyone, it's not even 10. I'm not up this early usually, but I had to look after the dog while my folks are out for a little bit. So figured I'd get a video out early today. And it's Star Wars week, so we're talking Star Wars. And the question we have today is, will we see Force ghosts at all in the new movie? Or, to be better yet, be frank, in the new trilogy? Now, as we all know, Obi-Wan died, he immersed himself in the Force, come back as a Force ghost. Yoda did the same, Anakin can do the same. And many other Jedi actually learned the ability to become Force ghosts. And when I say many, I mean, of the thousands of Jedi that existed, maybe 100 of them can do it. Maybe. But the question still remains. Could we see a Force ghost? Let's start with The Force Awakens. Given everything we've seen from the trailer right now, so far, I'm going to say we're not going to see any Force ghosts in The Force Awakens. Just the way it's dealing a lot with the new people, new characters coming in, establishing them, integrating the old characters with the new. And while you could bring someone like Obi-Wan in or Yoda, I don't think we will, simply for the fact that doesn't seem, and we still know very little about the story, most of us. That doesn't seem the way the story's playing out. I mean, if you look at the way the story seems to be progressing, at least from what we get in the trailers, it seems it's going to be Finn deserting, realizing he doesn't want to fight for the New Order anymore, for the First Order anymore, because it's just a bad place. And then meeting Rey, and then them escaping, and meeting Han Solo and Chewie. Then something happens in the middle, and they go to Maz Kanata's, I think. And then that planet and area gets attacked. They go meet Leia again. Then they go to the Starkiller base because I think she gets kidnapped, I'm pretty certain. Save her. Then they fight Kylo Ren. Something happens. Bad happens. They are able to fend off Kylo in the long run. And then I think we're getting Luke. The only way any of that makes sense right now for Force Ghosts is one of two things. One, Luke is communing with Force Ghosts when we see him like in the Jedi Temple, wherever he is. Or two, Kylo Ren is somehow communicating with Force Ghosts, and I'm pretty certain that we're not getting Force Ghost communication from the dark side. As far as I could tell, the dark side rarely ever communicated with Force Ghosts. It occasionally happened, but nothing really concrete. That's not to say that, excuse me, Sith couldn't come back as Force Ghosts. Darth Bane in the Clone Wars came back as a spectral vision. Many times, excuse me 1 second, my dog's shedding a little bit, so there's a little hair on my keyboard. And that's not to say that, just give this kitty, she's adorable. Wait. See, I put the camera down. Yeah, you see that little, you pet her, if I be there. Yeah. But you know how we sometimes I'll just kind of lay down and like, I just want to sleep. That kind of how she was right there. Yeah, but I don't see Kylo Ren communing with any Force Ghosts. So really, honestly, the first movie we're getting, Force Awakens, I really don't see any Force Ghosts showing up. Now, that being said, I foresee us seeing Force Ghosts again in the series, particularly probably from episode 8 or 9. And between the two of them, I'd be more inclined to say maybe midway through 8 or definitely in 9. It's going to happen in the latter half of the series, basically. And I say that because we know that Mark Hamill's back. We know Daisy Ridley's coming back. We know Han Solo's probably coming back. We know Princess Leia's coming back, more than likely. We're almost certain Han Solo's coming back. We're not positive, but we know at least Mark Hamill. Excuse me. Benicio del Toro's coming on. We know Rey's coming back. We know that it's going to deal more with the Jedi's re-emergence in the series, and that Luke is going to be a playing factor in bringing back the Jedi, along with Daisy Ridley being a Force sensitive, probably, and even Finn, if he's assuming he survives this. So it would make sense that someone now, a Jedi as old as Luke, who's been around as long as Luke has now, been immersing himself, learning the ways of the Force as long as he has been at this point, would be able to get in contact with Force Ghosts, would be constantly maybe dealing with Force Ghosts, things along those lines, to learn more about the Force as best he can. And it would make sense that when the dark side reemerges, he would maybe go to, say, Yoda or Obi-Wan for, what would you say is the best course of action? I'm looking for your advice. Only fully trained Jedi you are left. The decision is yours to make. She's like, Obi-Wan is right. It's only you now who can really make the decision of what is the best course of action. We are no longer on the physical plane. We can only aid you in wisdom, not in combat. Which is bullshit, because you were able in the non-canon stories anymore keep Palpatine's soul in the dark side, in the Force, dead. Keep him dead. So you can actually do stuff. Which they did explain, by the way, in just a sidetrack real quick, in one of the comics, that Obi-Wan's spirit was helping to train Luke for a while, but something happened to make him stop. And it does beg the question that if he can come back as a Force Ghost and be around for a while, why he still can't train him as a Force Ghost? Why can a Force Ghost not train someone? I'm not certain on that aspect. But that might be something. Eh? Maybe Luke's been training new Jedi with the help of Force Ghosts. Maybe that's happening. That'd be pretty cool. See ghost mentors. In fact, I'm certain other Jedi were able to do that back in the day. Why the fuck weren't they doing that in the Jedi Order? Yes, oh no, we are one with the Force now. Our time is gone. No. You can come back as Force Ghosts and continue giving your wisdom to younger generations of Jedi. You continue to do this. You should continue to be doing this. Your logic in the Force is like, miss them, do not. They are one with the Force now. Fine, I don't miss you. Just keep helping the younger generation of Force users. I think that's actually a big plot hole in the series. But I digress. So, do I think we'll see Force Ghosts? Not in Episode 7. I think we're going to be very Force Ghost-less. In fact, from what I hear from the briefest explanations in the movie, it's kind of it's a little bit of a retread of New Hope. It's a little bit of a retread of Episode 4. Obviously being its own thing still, but it's not plot point by plot point Episode 4, obviously. But it has a lot of the Episode 4 feel. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's good to have, if anything, that'll just mean you'll get more asses in the seats. Especially with word of mouth. And, it makes you wonder how well this movie's really going to do. I mean, I'm estimating maybe a $250 domestic opening weekend and maybe almost like a $600 million opening weekend worldwide. That's my prediction. I could be completely wrong on that. But the real interesting thing is going to be word of mouth. What's it going to do the second week? We know it's going to make bank on the first weekend. But what about the second weekend when word of mouth hits and everyone who wanted to see it the first week saw it the first week? What is it going to do the second week? I think it's going to do less than a 50% drop off. I honestly think that. Less than 125. Assuming let's just say for sake of sake, it's a $200 million opening weekend. Not the highest record ever, but still, $200 million. That's nice. I say it does less than a $100 million drop, and I say that for one of two reasons. One, word of mouth for people who haven't seen it, and two, repeated viewing. Repeated viewing is why the Avengers became now the fourth, but for a while, the third highest grossing movie ever. It's now the fourth, beaten by Jurassic World by, I think, like $100 million. It was not actually beaten that much by Jurassic World, but it was still beaten by Jurassic World. So it's the fourth. It's actually the same argument for Jurassic World 2. Jurassic World. That the reason it literally made so much money is repeated viewing. People went back to see these movies so many times. Star Wars is one of those movies that people are going to see again and again and again. I'm probably going to see it more than once, but I can't guarantee I'm going to see it like 10 or 15. I won't say it like 10 times or anything like that. I'll probably see it like two to three times at most. Because that's usually what my limit for a movie is. The most I've ever seen a movie is Jurassic World, and that was because I saw it 3 times in theaters. I saw it once opening night, saw it again for free, and then I saw it again another time because I was bored, and then I saw it a 4th time for a Father's Day gift to my dad. And each time I'm just like, all right, this movie's awesome. And every time I'm just like, I'm noticing a few more of the flaws every time. But that end sequence, man, that end fight's still kick-ass, man. It's still tits. But I digress. I do that a lot. I digress. Point being, I don't think we'll see Force Ghosts in The Force Awakens. I do believe, though, we will see Force Ghosts in the new trilogy at some point. Probably sometime point in Episode 8 we'll see Force Ghosts. Or at nothing else, we'll see Force Ghosts in Episode 9, guaranteed. So, yeah, I mean, hell, maybe if Snoke is revealed to be Plagueis, that'll be one of the things we get revealed to Plagueis. It's like, who is Plagueis? Plagueis. God, we thought he was destroyed by his destroyed by his apprentice. Legend said. Oh man, sorry, I got the hiccups all of a sudden. It's like we long believed he was gone. It's like, but you're in the Force. You're with the Force. Can't you sense when the dark side and the light side? You know, the whole Jedi and Sith in the death in the realm of the dead. Drop the ball we did on that one. Yes. So yeah, okay, that's enough. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Down the stream to get comfy. Oh, excuse me. I got the hiccups now for some reason. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put it in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. I'll be back a little later for another Star Wars video, but until then, this will be it for right now. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.